All right, here we go with my first moto vlog. So I've been riding for about 6 months now. This is my first motorcycle. I bought a 2019 Honda CB300R. I had a lot of, I should say, I read a lot of things about what kind of motorcycle is best for a beginner rider, and obviously you look it up and you get everybody's opinion, and nobody's opinion is the same. But I just wanted something that I was a little bit nervous to start riding, only because you hear bad things. It was between obviously the Honda 300, or some of the salesmen wanted me to get on a 600 or a 650. I didn't know what kind of bike I wanted at the time, though, whether I wanted a sport bike or a cruiser or kind of some, crossbreed. So I thought this was a pretty good pick, because I'm not really slanted over. I'm nice and upright, and it's not too much power to the point where I feel like I'm going to be out of control. That was my main concern, was the power. And I know people say, you can get hurt on a moped just as easy as you can get hurt on a, Ninja 1200, 1300. But I'm glad I got what I got. I really am. I have a lot of fun with this bike. It's very easy to maneuver. I had my doubts about the highway when I first got it. A lot of people told me that the 300 is not good on the highway, and it's not the greatest, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna get on the highway and see what it's like. One thing I did not take into consideration when I started riding, and this is gonna sound stupid, but the wind. Not necessarily the wind you create by riding, but the wind from other vehicles and crosswinds. The bike only weighs about 320 pounds, so you're looking at a little bit under 500 pounds altogether on the highway, where you're going past 18-wheelers and large trucks, and that crosswind can really kind of beat you up if you're not careful. And even when you are careful, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. And I will say this, the 300, the body of it alone is significantly smaller than the 600. I didn't think so until I pulled up to the dealership to get my bike serviced, and it looked like a little moped compared to everything else that was there. But again, that makes it very easy to maneuver, and I love that aspect of it. I like being able to ride around town. I had a chance to ride a Harley a few months back. It was a Harley Heritage Harley Heritage 1800cc, and it was a beast, and it was very fun to drive. But in stop and go traffic, it's not the most ideal bike. Now when you're cruising on the highway, you better believe it, that's one of the smoothest rides, probably. I don't know, because I haven't ridden a lot, but that's a very smooth ride. So ultimately, yes. Am I going to outgrow this bike, and have I already outgrown this bike? Maybe, but I'm very, very happy that I started on it, because me being a little bit intimidated when I first started riding, I know they say it doesn't make a difference, but I feel like starting on a smaller bike definitely got me the confidence I needed. That and the motorcycle course I took got me the confidence I needed. Not to be cocky, but just to be confident enough to ride safely and not be scared. My instructor, I used to hear, ride like nobody can see you. But I like what my instructor said at the course. He said, ride like everybody is trying to kill you. And if you think about that, and people go, oh, well, how are you going to relax if you think that everyone's trying to kill you? Well, you got to take it in moderation. You can still very much enjoy yourself and be safe. I hope this microphone's working. I have no idea, to be honest with you. The adapter for the GoPro was actually kind of pricey, but I cheaped out with the actual microphone that goes into the adapter. So we'll see what kind of difference that makes as per, you know, I didn't want to spend $100 on a microphone. I wanted to spend $10 and see how it worked, because as anyone that does this knows, this stuff can get very, very pricey very quickly. There's nothing cheap about a motorcycle or motovlogging. I'm learning that the hard way. Lots of data, lots of time just sitting and watching the video and editing, just a lot of stuff. But I love it. Especially in the wintertime when there aren't that many nice days to ride. You still have something to do involving motorcycles. You can watch your videos, edit them. Get stuck watching YouTube, getting ideas. I'm starting to follow a lot of moto vlogs. And there are a lot of them. I do have to figure out how to put this equipment all on my helmet. I got it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking funny right now. Normally all you see is the GoPro on your helmet. I have everything, every wire sticking out outside of it. I'd like to make it a little bit less obvious that I'm recording, but I think tonight I'm gonna sit down and really try to configure something where all you can see is a GoPro. I'll tell you, for January, it does not get much better than this, man. It is 65. Could do with a little less wind, but as we talked about, that's just part of the deal. That and people trying to kill you. Woo! Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, at first I was very scared of the highways. You know, everybody told me highways are the safest place to be. It's one-way traffic. You don't have to worry about people taking left turns in front of you, intersections, stuff like that. But there was just something. The first time I drove my bike home, I didn't have my license. I limited motorcycle riding. So I hopped on it. I tried to act like I knew what I was doing. They knew I didn't, but they were cool about it. I went across the street to a parking lot. My wife came with me. I rode for about 2-3 hours. I kept riding up to the road and then backing away like, nope, not ready. It was probably maybe, I don't know, maybe 5-6 miles from my house. And so eventually I worked up the nerve. Well, I had to work up the nerve because the sun was going down. Like nothing. That easy.